This week in Portland Metro real estate, we saw some surprising sale prices and maybe a bit of weakening demand. Let's jump straight into the numbers. Hi everyone, I'm RRMilligan, and as always, I'm bringing you the very latest in Portland Metro's real estate stats and trends. My sample set includes the full Portland Metro area plus Southwest Washington. As always, if you have any questions about what's going on in a specific area, feel free to drop me a note or post a note in the comment section right here. The average sale price started out this month a bit stronger than we've seen in quite a while. If you recall, we wrapped up June with an average sale price that came in about 1.5% higher than in June of 2025. Looking at the last couple of weeks, the average sale prices was up about 2.8% a couple weeks ago and 5% this past week, giving us a gain of about 4.6% for the first couple of weeks of the month. Of course, that is a preliminary number. It can take realtors a couple of days to enter their sales into the MLS, but that's what we've got so far. Now let's move on to demand. Buyer demand has been one of the stronger trends that we've been watching so far this year. However, this week, the number of purchase contracts agreed to by buyers and sellers came in at 537 versus 589 during the same week last year. That is only the third time in the past 25 weeks that demand has been weaker than in 2025. That's not much, but we may be starting to see some cracks in the wall. Now moving on to supply, once again we saw fewer homes hit the market than last year at this time. That's a new trend that's been starting to solidify over the past few weeks. If this trend continues, it may put pressure on a couple of our market metrics. Sellers are often buyers themselves, and if folks don't put their homes up for sale, obviously no one can buy their home, and these folks don't go on to buy someone else's home. That definitely puts pressure on the volume of sales that we're seeing in our market, which have been stronger than last year, and it can put pressure on the buyer demand numbers. Right now, buyers have about 2.5% fewer homes to choose from compared to last year at this time. Next up are the oh so important mortgage rates. We saw a little bit of up and some down this past week. We had the re-escalation of hostilities in Iran, which pushed oil prices and mortgage rates up. And then we saw some better than expected inflation numbers, which pushed interest rates back down. In the end, mortgage rates landed exactly where they were a week ago at 6.375% with 3/8 of a discount point and an APR of 6.468%. That's for the 30-year fixed mortgage with a local lender. We do have a Fed meeting during the last week of July. Tariff headwinds continue to fade, and this latest inflation report may have taken a rate hike off the table at the upcoming meeting, or at least greatly reduce the likelihood of that happening. I usually put a chart showing the market expectations for a Fed rate change at the end of this video, so be sure to check that out. So here's a quick summary of the biggest trends that we are following this week. Sale prices are up in both our week-to-week numbers and our year-over-year numbers. Supply was up, but still below last year's numbers. Demand was down and mortgage rates were flat. And there you have it, a quick rundown of this week's stats and trends. Thank you for joining me this week. As always, I would love it if you gave this video a like or follow the channel if you haven't already. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you right here next week.